I have on the line. I have on the line with me no other than party promoter, music producer, Otis C. Pope, aka Ghost. What's up, my man?
What's up, Mike? How you doing? What's going on, brother?
I'm good. I'm good. Glad to have you on. Definitely glad to have you on.
Thank you, and China for inviting me. Thank you, guys.
No doubt, no doubt. So, before we get started, I like to, let the listeners know who you are. So, where are you originally from?
The west side of the Bronx, New York.
Oh, BX, stand up.
BX all day.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Most definitely, definitely. So, what I want you to do is, take us back to how your career began as a party promoter and then as a music producer.
Well, I started about 7.5 years ago. Like I was born and raised in the Bronx. My mentors was pretty much Stick and Move Entertainment. Growing up on the west side, they started the parties with Busy B. You had Kid Capri, you had Doo-Wop. Like I said, our parents teach us how to be police officers, lawyers, and all that type of stuff. But once you start getting out on your own and learning things and experience, that your mind changes to be who you want to be. So I decided to be a party promoter and do the music.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, them some legends as far as what you you said as far as the Busy B, Kid Capri. Oh, definitely legends. So
right.
Hey, you was in good, definitely some good mentors and
right.
doing your thing. Absolutely, absolutely. So, as I mentioned, you're a party promoter and a music producer. Which one you enjoy the most?
Like I said, I started getting into the music a little bit, and it wasn't just about the music. I wanted to develop people that I was dealing with, teach them that it's just not about music, but it's a learning experience how to, grow on your own and, get others that, come up under you and learn what you learn. Like I said, it's the business part. The hardest part in music is the business part.
Right.
Once you get that tool underneath your belt, then you advance from there. But now, that I'm advancing, I'm taking a party promoting thing a little bit more serious than I am in music.
Absolutely. Party promoter. So I'm gonna touch on that a little bit because everybody likes to party and they like a good party promoter who throws a good event. So let me ask you this: do you remember your first event that you promoted and where was it?
Oh man, it was 7.5 years ago. My first DJ was Kevin Rockwell he was an icon and legend with the Fantastic Five, going back to Wild Style, and it was in Harlem. It was my first party I ever threw.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Shouts out to DJ Kevin Rockwell, absolutely a legend. So, that was your first one. Okay, was you?
First party.
Let me ask you this: how was you? I mean, was it? Because everybody like, oh man, this is gonna come through. People gonna come through or whatever. Were you nervous or how was it?
I was definitely nervous because, like I said, I didn't know the type of crowd was gonna come through. And like I said, I started dealing with the legends. It was the first time dealing with them. I didn't know how they would take to me. I didn't know how the other people I was dealing with take to me. But once you get the motivation, you want to keep it going.
Right, absolutely. And how it always, you learn from the first one. You keep learning. So I'm pretty sure it's like a learning experience every time you do a party.
Oh yeah, and like I said, I was always behind the scenes. That's where I got the name Ghost from. And so one of my other mentors, Tony Birch, OZ Tavern in the Bronx, brought me out and said, hey, you got to get out there on your own. You can't have other people out there, doing your feet, working for you. You got to get there, and, you got to get out there, and learn it on your own. So shout out to, Tony D.
And that was another thing I was going to ask you about your name, Ghost, because you hear about Ghost Rider, Ghost this, so that's where you got your name from.
I was always behind the scenes, I was doing the music, I was doing the parties, but then they said I had the name even before Power even came out, so I want to clarify
that. You want to make that known, right?
I want to clarify that.
Absolutely. Hey, Ghost, he had it first. Yep. Absolutely.
Yep.
No doubt. So, as far as I know, in times, as far as, and once again, talking about party promoter, it can be stressful at times. Do you, was there ever a bad event that happened, and tell us a little bit about that.
I've been doing it 7.5 years. I never had any fights, knock on wood. Never had no gun shooting, knock on wood. Never had too much street activity or bad karma. Knock on wood, thank God it's been good so far. I've always, like I said, did the grown and sexy thing, and I've always stayed with the legends, dealing with the pioneers.
Right.
So that kind of deterrent from the the young crowd, and always had the mature crowd so far. So,
Right.
like I said, knock on wood, that has been good so far.
Yeah.
Had its ups and downs, business wise, but it's been good so far.
Yeah, like everything, you know what I'm saying, have its ups and downs, but hey, you bounce back and you do what you have to do,
Yep.
Absolutely.
Keep it going.
Yeah. So I'm gonna touch on the music producer part of it. My understanding, you had 8 independent albums out there.
Oh man, yes, definitely, yes. Like I said, that has been ups and downs. I kind of took a break when I got married. My wife was like, you have artists, it's not really going too much in your way. You should stick to the parties. I took a break for a year, and then I had other people hit me up and saying, "Oh, give it another chance, give it another chance." So I've been dabbling with it a little bit. So we just released the album about 3 months ago to one of my artists, Sensomatic, a guy I grew up with in the Bronx. So just dabbling back with it a little bit.
Right. All right, no doubt. Hey, like you said, everything got a lot of things under your umbrella, so that's definitely a good thing. Absolutely. So as far as going back to the party promoter, have you events that you party? Is it outside of New York, or mostly you stay in the New York area?
Well, I've had some out of the DC area, in Long Island and the Hamptons. But basically, I'm based right out the Bronx, and did a little bit dabble in Harlem a little bit. So basically, I'm right in the Bronx.
Okay. Oh, absolutely. Okay, that's no doubt. So as far as, let's talk about your tell listeners about West 176th Street and the Ghost Entertainment. How did that come about?
Well, like I said, I grew up on the west side of the Bronx. I was underneath a lot of pioneers, and I always give back. I'm not the type of dude to move out where I came from and never go back, never touch bases of who I grew up with and who was there for me growing up. So I decided to name in my neighborhood and after my name.
Okay, so that's where it came from. All right, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing as far as you doing, entrepreneur, doing your thing as a business person, and So as far as events, do you have any events coming up?
Oh wow, I got one this week. Otis Tavern. Shout out to Distinguished Gentleman Entertainment, Troy Buckery, Andre Robertson. I have another one with them. We just took on two venues. Me and my partner Royal. Shout out to her. So November 3rd we have an event. And November 9th I have another event at Barcelona Bites with my partner Pretty Nikki, another one of my mentors who brought Ghost on the map.
Okay. So you doing your thing, hey. And
you gotta stay busy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Stay out there somehow so they don't forget about you.
Right. Because people quickly forget.
Exactly.
And you gotta stay relevant out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely, definitely. So as far as going back to your music, as far as how could people, as far as download or get your music? Because you say you just came out a couple months ago with a new album. So how can people?
You can hit us up on SoundCloud, iTunes. Go hit us up on Facebook, and hit us up on Instagram.
Okay, all right. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So as far as let me ask you this: and I always ask artists and whoever come on my show, any advice would you give up and coming, party promoters? What advice would you give?
Like I said, I always tell my artists, grown or young, you got to stay focused. You can't go out there thinking somebody's going to give you something, because that's impossible. They can help you as much as they can, but you have to develop yourself and get in your mind that I got to meet the person that's helping me halfway, and you also got to invest in yourself. Like I said, I invest in myself. I mean, I've had help with the legends and the people that's been in the game longer than me. I'm gonna give a shout out to the Dynasty, Dave Shue. Give a shout out to Peter Shue, Carlton Roper. Rob Hubbard. And I stay around the legends. You stay with them. You stay positive with them. You don't lie to them, and keep your never burn your bridges with anybody. You got to just keep going. Nothing's gonna be given to you overnight.
Right. Exactly. And I like when you keep saying the legends. You know what I'm saying? Because they definitely relevant out there.
You got to support them because they'll support you. 100. When they can.
Exactly. Absolutely.
And I want to give a shout out to my man, Mr. 914. He put me on the map too. Barcelona Bites. Just gotta show people love. They give it back to you. When they can.
Right. Exactly. So as far as tell the listeners, as far as your social media sites where they can actually follow you at, and
Oh, they can follow me 24/7. 100 on Facebook. Hit me up on Instagram. That's the two I stay with. And I 100. I'm on there all day.
Okay. And so So as far I know, you gave a little bit of shout outs. So any shout outs, acknowledgement you want to give to anybody?
Oh, let someone give a shout out to my mother and father. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I'm at. I want to shout out my wife. We've been married for a year. She's been supporting me with this, 100, up and down. I want to give a shout out to Deborah Copo, Ralph McDaniels, just give me the mic. I've had a lot of legends that have been supporting me, and then, Happy, the original Pioneer. It's a lot of people, the long list,
Right. Right. You don't want to forget nobody. And like I said, hey.
Nah, I never try not to forget nobody.
Right,
Just
exactly.
shout out to Tony Birch and Pretty Nikki, Mr. 914,
Right.
They put Ghost on the map,
Right, absolutely. So I'm definitely, I'm in New York area, so I'm definitely, I see your flyers on the Facebook and Instagram and stuff. So I'm definitely come check out one of your parties.
Yeah, you got to come through at least one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna definitely do that. Definitely do that. So I want to, I want to say continued success to you. Keep doing your thing.
Appreciate it.
And keep striving. And I appreciate you coming through and blessing my show. Definitely appreciate that.
Thank you guys again.
All right, no problem. And you have a good night. All right.
You too, boss.
Okay.